Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime No Mi. Today we will talk about the devil fruits from the One Piece anime. After all, these are special fruits in the manga world where they are considered an evil fruit by many of the people who live in that world. That's because they give those who eat incredible or disastrous powers. In today's video we'll talk about such devil's fruits and where that name came from. We'll talk about the devil that lives in the devil's fruits. And I already count on your help to leave your like in the video to support the channel. I also hope you subscribe if you're still new here and leave your comments saying your opinions and what the next videos you want to see here on the channel. Now let's go to the video. Guys, there are many legends and myths about the devil's fruits, one being quoted by Jabra, a former member of Cypher Pole 9. He said that there are demons inside the devil's fruits. In fact, for him these demons were the ones who gave power to whoever ate this fruit, but he says that a person can only eat one fruit because something bad could happen if more than one fruit was eaten. He says that when a person eats two fruits, those demons that enter the user's body after eating the fruit constantly fight inside the user. In addition, after a while the person's body ends up exploding due to the battle, as they would be fighting to see who would prevail in that body. Shanks at one point says that since he heard that since all devil fruits are incarnations of the sea devil, if you eat one you would gain the ability of that devil that was in the fruit, but you will no longer be able to swim. It turns out that in both cases, these two characters make it clear that this is something mystical. They believe, and have always heard, that there really were demons living inside those fruits. But many fans accept this legend as true without taking into account the fact that Blueno, a former member of Cypher Pole 9, he refuted Jabra's theory that there might actually be demons inside the devil fruit. According to Blueno, the possibility that demons exist within the devil's fruit is just an urban legend, and that scientists from the Grand Line have already figured out how this power is transmitted. He said that there is a scientific answer to fruits, as fruits could be created in the same way as we saw with the creation of smile fruits. Smile are artificial fruits of the zoan category created with sad, a substance produced in Sector D of a laboratory located in Punk Hazard and stored in a huge metal container. During the arc of Punk Hazard, Luffy and Law were looking for this substance to destroy it with the objective that Caesar Clown could no longer produce smile fruits. In its first appearance, the sad was being stored in a huge metal container connected to several tubes, with a nuclear symbol highlighting. After the container holding the refined sad was cut in half by Law during his fight against Virgo, the substance turned out to be a liquid green substance. The sad was created and manufactured by Don Quixote da Flamingo and Caesar Clown, who with Vegapunk's research managed to create the sad and subsequently the smile fruit that were delivered to the pirates of the beasts. We know that this is the crew of a Yonkou, Kaido, on whom he used smile fruits to increase his army, creating several allies with fruit powers in the Zoan category. The characters who ate the smile fruit were given the title of gifters, as only 10% of the people who ate the smile were able to obtain the power of the fruit, because as we know it is an artificial fruit. As such, it does not offer all the attributes that a normal devil fruit would offer to the one who ate it. One of the peculiarities of the smile fruit is that the fruit itself does not have individual names like the standard devil fruits. It is just called smile, thus receiving only the name of the animal that it grants the power to, thus also differentiating it from a normal fruit. Blueno claims that fruits don't have a devil inside them, but if they don't, then how do devil fruits transfer to other fruits after the user loses his life? Well, this opens a gap for several possibilities. It is not possible to know if Oda will treat the devil's fruit as something mystical, scientific, or even mix the two, but he left little hints scattered. Since the beginning of the series, we were shown the basic concept of devil fruit, where it is a mysterious and special fruit spread all over the world known for granting its consumers permanent powers. However, when the wielder loses his life, its power passes to another common fruit, but as a disadvantage, the devil's fruit also gives the user the permanent inability to swim. There are several devil fruits around the world, some common with simple powers and others rare that grant the user incredible powers, such as flying, using elements of nature, or causing great destruction with ease, and are broadly grouped into three categories: Paramecia, Logia, and Zoan. The powers that devil fruit grants are amazing. Depending on the fruit the user eats, it can become practically invincible, as some of the strongest characters in the work have a devil fruit. For a still mysterious reason, the person can only eat a single fruit, as supposedly the devil inside it could take his life, but so far no character has been seen in which he dared to eat two devil fruits. Only Teach has two fruits, but we don't know what way he used to take Newgate's power and get it for himself. According to Oda, a great scientist will reveal to us the truth about the devil's fruits. It is assumed that this scientist is Vegapunk because he has a great knowledge about these fruits. After all, it has already been seen that he was the one who started researching the smile fruit, but he abandoned it and left it in Caesar's hands. So with his explanation we will know the real reason why the characters are not able to eat two fruits and know their real origin. But while we don't have the answers, we can think of possibilities about their supposed real origin and also why they are called that way, based on what has been presented to us so far. Fruits must have emerged during the Void century, a century-long gap in recorded and archaeological history. These events took place 900 to 800 years before the current plot, and their study is prohibited by the Sekai Sifu. All this prohibition comes from the fact that during this century, something happened that Sekai Sifu would not want the world to know about. Besides the very origin of this organization, something that could cause chaos and even great battles. Along with this void century, there is also the Great Kingdom, a prosperous and powerful kingdom. Its true name is a mystery, but this kingdom was probably the enemy of the 20 kingdoms, which currently form the Sekai Sifu. During the lost century, it was apparently utterly destroyed. The defeat of this great kingdom allowed the ancient alliance to truly become the Sekai Sifu. Furthermore, it is the real reason the Sekai Sifu forbids any investigation related to the Poneglyph, as the existence of this realm poses a threat to all of their plans. Much evidence leads us to think that devil fruits, the three ancient weapons, Poseidon, Uranus and Pluton, and even people possessing the will of the D, originated from this great realm, as they are completely hated by Sekai Sifu in addition to also be represented as demons. Because the devil's fruits originate from this realm, this leads us to think that the Sekai Sifu, as well as the Navy, wanted to keep the powers of this fruit a secret, but it ended up getting out of their control. So they had to name them as something evil so that people wouldn't eat. So possibly people who have the will D managed to spread this fruit around the world. What caused the Navy to consider them demons as well as fruits, as all who bear the surname D are naturally enemies of the gods, these gods being the celestial dragons. They probably wanted the possession of this power just for themselves, as they want to control pretty much everything, making people follow their will. Every devil's fruit has an awakening, although not all users are able to awaken the full potential of their fruit, as the user needs to fully know their fruit, know its limit. But what if there really is a demon inside each fruit, and that awakening happens because of the devil? Since the demon is the true power of the fruit, after it strengthens itself along with its bearer, he could then grant all its power to the user, which is also one of the reasons why after its bearer loses his life he can enter some fruit close to he. So he can practically roam all over the world looking for worthy people to really grant all his power. This may be one of the reasons why Luffy didn't awaken his fruit, because as we know, he has great mastery with it. He is able to create several attacks using his rubber power, but it could be that for some reason, the demon doesn't think that Luffy is strong enough. It's not worthy of getting all his power, because Luffy didn't reach his limit. He has a lot to evolve. So he would reach this limit after he managed to overcome or finally reach the power of the devil, so he could be worthy of acquiring his awakening, thus achieving an incredible power, which is feared even by the highest ranks of the Navy. But I want to know what you think about it. Do you think the devil fruit actually has a demon in it? Or is there some scientific answer behind this great mystery? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to leave your likes in the video to help the channel, and also subscribe if you're still new here. The channel is new and needs your help. Thank you so much for watching our video so far. Your support is very important. See you in the next video. Bye.